2 Chronicles chapter 31. Now when all this was finished, all Israel that were present went out to the cities of Judah, and brake the images in pieces, and cut down the groves, and threw down the high places and the altars out of all Judah and Benjamin, in Ephraim also, and Manasseh, until they had utterly destroyed them all. Then all the children of Israel returned, every man to his possession, into their own cities. And Hezekiah appointed the courses of the priests and the Levites after their courses, every man according to his service. The priests and Levites for burnt offerings and for peace offerings, to minister and to give thanks and to praise in the gates of the tents of Jehovah. He appointed also the king's portion of his substance for the burnt offerings, to wit, for the morning and evening burnt offerings, and the burnt offerings for the Sabbaths, and for the new moons, and for set feasts, as it is written in the law of Jehovah. Moreover, he commanded the people that dwelt in Jerusalem to give the portion of the priests and the Levites, that they might be encouraged in the law of Jehovah. As soon as the commandment came abroad, the children of Israel brought in abundance the first fruits of corn, wine, and oil, and honey, and of all the increase of the field. And the tithe of all things brought they in abundantly. And concerning the children of Israel and Judah that dwelt in the cities of Judah, they also brought in the tithe of oxen and sheep, and the tithe of the holy things which were consecrated unto the Jehovah, their God, their Elohim, and laid them by heaps. In the 3rd month they began to lay the foundation of the heaps, and finished them in the 7th month. And when Hezekiah and the princes came and saw the heaps, they blessed Jehovah and his people Israel. Then Hezekiah questioned with the priests and Levites concerning the heaps. And Azariah, the chief priest of the house of Zadok, answered him and said, Since the people began to bring the offerings into the house of Jehovah, we have had enough to eat, and have left plenty, for Jehovah hath blessed his people, and that which is left is this great store. Then Hezekiah commanded to prepare chambers in the house of Jehovah, and they prepared them, and brought in the offerings and the tithes and the dedicated things faithfully, over which Conaniah the Levite was ruler, and Shemaiah his brother was the next. And Jehiel and Azariah and Nahath and Ashael and Jeremoth and Jozabad and Eliel and Ishmachiah and Mahath and Benaniah were overseers under the hand of the Conaniah, and Shimei his brother, at the commandment of Hezekiah the king, and Azariah the ruler of the house of Elohim, of God. And Kor, the son of Imnah, the Levite, the porter toward the east, was over the freewill offerings of Elohim, to distribute the oblations of Yahweh and the most holy things. And next him were Eden and Minamim and Joshua and Shemaiah and Amariah and Shechaniah in the cities of the priests, and in their set office to give to their brethren by courses, as well to the great as to the small, besides their genealogy of males from 3 years old and upward, even unto every one that entereth into the house of Yahweh, Jehovah, his daily portion for their service, and the charge according to their courses, both of the genealogy of the priests by the house of their fathers, and the Levites from 20 years old and upward, in their charge by their courses, and to the genealogy of all their little ones, their wives and their sons and their daughters, through all the congregation, for in the set office they sanctified themselves in holiness. Also the sons of Aaron the priests, which were in the fields of the suburbs of their cities, in every several city, the men that were expressed by name, to give portions to all the males among the priests, and to all that were reckoned by genealogies among the Levites. And thus did Hezekiah throughout all Judah, and wrought that which was good and right and truth before Jehovah, his Elohim, his God. Lord Jehovah, his Elohim, his God. And in every work that he began in the service of the house of Elohim, and in the law, and in the commandments, to seek his Elohim, he did with all his heart and prospered. Thank you for viewing. That concludes 2 Chronicles chapter 31. And as you for sure to know, everywhere it says God, it also translates into Elohim. And everywhere it says Lord, it translates into Yahweh, Jehovah, Yahweh, Yod-Heh, Vod-Heh, right? So that's what I've been translating it as I go, because it gives me better understanding, and I hope it gives you better understanding. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Praise God, for he is worthy of praise. His mercy endures forever. Ta.